Hello everybody, Chocolate 1000 in point of duty, welcoming you back to an episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, we had an even longer cutscene in the last episode compared to the one episode before. And we saw one very disturbing cutscene involving what happened to Dunban at the very start of this Let's Play suddenly happened to Shulk. We have been given a primary objective to stop this core of the Mechonis, so we cannot slow down. If anything bad ever happens to Shulk, then that's not going to bring anything good for the party. We are back in the central factory, but we are actually much higher up than where we were the first time. Thankfully there are rails over here, so I don't have to worry myself about falling off unless I actually jump off stupidly. But why would I ever do that? But anyway, there's a cutscene checkpoint up ahead, I believe. And we are actually not going to go down that way. We are instead at the bridge to Apocrypha going to jump down here to take this teleporter. This will lead us over here to gain access to this panel, so we can now warp back here whenever we want, considering that we are not able to warp right now. So we're just going to follow the trail to where we need to go. I'm assuming we need to go, yeah, we need to go down that way. Okay. Wait, do we? Because it's actually telling us to go up this way. Alright. If you're telling us to go up this way, then I'm not going to argue. Okay, so down this way. Just follow the trail to where we need to go. Oh, dang, it's like a really long way. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to get ambushed into any fights or anything. But if we do, we're just going to ignore them. Because this quest is like to get a new weapon for Fiora. And I want to prioritize in getting that, because this might be the best weapon that Fiora will be able to equip. I can't guarantee because I have no idea. I wish we was able to warp, but unfortunately we're not. If only there was like an actual like run speed button so we can actually make the running go twice as fast. Right, okay. Interesting to actually note about this happening. I wish I could actually think of something worthwhile to talk about, but I don't have anything to talk about, really. I mean, 2 episodes ago I mentioned about catching a shiny iron bundle. I blanked on the name for a second then. The Paradox version of Delibird that is exclusive to Pokemon Violet. The fact that I was able to find a random shiny of Iron Bundle earlier today was completely weird, because I realized it was a 1 in 4,000 chance of that even happening. And I somehow managed to get it. But, obviously... Wow, really going that deep? Jeez. Okay, yeah. I mean, whenever you have a 1 in 4,000 chance of a shiny Pokemon and one just suddenly pops up out of nowhere, then that's actually really interesting to say the least. I'm not really too sure if it happened because I had a combo of defeating all of those iron bundles when I was training up my entire Pokemon to get the Pokedex entry for the Pokemon. And I did actually defeat a lot of Iron Bundle, but it's hard to say, really. Okay, there's the list. Taking forever to load. But yeah. I believe I might have said this once about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It is an interesting game. It does have some negatives about it with the whole bugs. But hopefully Nintendo gets off their backside and actually fixes the problems. Then that's actually good. If not, then I have no idea what the hell they're messing about at. Right, there we go. We've made it to our destination now, which is drop down here. Looks like we've got an enemy guarding it, so we may as well defeat... Or not. Oh, yes we do! Okay. Right, let's do Power Drain. There you go, yeah. Good to know, Shulk. Right, come on, get out of here, because you're just the worst. I'm not going to bother picking up any of them because we picked up them earlier on and they're not really good for my standard. There we go. The weapon is complete. We now have War Blades. Let's go to change equipment and actually give them to her. So War Blades. Increases my auto attack minimum by 30, maximum by 160, decreases my defense stat to nothing, 8 critical rate increase, but is getting rid of the block rate. I might as well equip that. And I am going to give you... oh god. Ugh. Right, let's go to the defense. Really? Really? Whatever. Need muscle up, muscle up. Muscle up 4, that's better than nothing. And we'll also give you strength up 4. Oh, my mistake, never mind. I mean, I could technically give you double attack 5, but I think I'm going to give you weapon power 4 because Warblades. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I must be thinking of Xenoblade Chronicles X, where you you have these arts that have a benefit towards, like, you know, weapon classes. Like, you have a weapon that does physical damage, ether damage, or electrical damage or something. I don't know. But it's somewhat of the same with this, except only the arts do it, where they're counted as either physical or ether attacks, rather than actually the weapons. Yes, hello to you too. Oh dear. Right, let's go back up the path where we actually followed. I'm actually going to put the story member up so that way I don't get lost along the way. Because knowing me, I am good at navigation in some scenarios, but if if a map is like, oh, there's a path above you, and there's also a path below you, but they're crossed over each other, I can't piece together where it's like, is this all one road, or is it two entirely different roads that's just going over the top of one another? That's kind of the whole situation that I have with this game sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's also like that with road maps as well. I mean, not like I exactly look at a road map, like, you know, when driving a car or something, because I hardly ever drive. And even if I do drive, it's not like I drive outside the town. I only drive in my hometown, but I never drive anywhere else. Because obviously, like, you have all of these YouTubers that are like from a certain place where you don't actually get heads or tails or somewhat, but we know that Sugar Connoy lives in Atlanta, Georgia. We know Proton John lives in Canada, but I don't exactly know the name of the town in Canada, because I do know that he grew up in Quebec, as what I heard in one of his videos. But he doesn't live in Quebec, Canada. I believe Quebec is spelled Quebec. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I believe it's spelled as. But whatever the case, we know that as a possibility for both Lucajin and Proton John, because technically they are married and they live in the same house, which is kind of a state obvious. But yeah, we know YouTubers like Purple Cliff, M&J TV, and Pokemon 7. They all live in Texas, America. But me, I live in England. Hometown. It doesn't really give much help if I eventually do a Let's Play of Pokemon Black and White when I tell you about the Entralink business. Because when you put in the inputs, you have like East Midlands, West Midlands or something, which, by the way, I am near one of those places. But I am roughly about near there. I'm like in the very centre of the United Kingdom. Like, London is far south, Edinburgh is far north, I'm in the middle. Simple as that.
It's just as I thought. The monado feels the same as it did before the Apocrypha took effect. feels even more powerful. The Bionis monado and this monado, they have to be connected somehow.
Because you aren't here, not anymore.
Why am I remembering that dream? Why now? Without the power, I can't stop Egil. I have to concentrate. All I have to think about is how to stop the Mechonis. If the monado does bring about the end, then I know what to do. Fiora.
Shulk, what were you thinking about?
Nothing.
So, it's like that, is it?
Really, it's nothing.
Listen, Shulk. If it's too hard for you to handle on your own, talk to me. Huh?
Fiora.
You can tell any of the others as well. We're all here for you. Don't forget that.
You're right. You're here for me.
Of course. And don't overdo it, okay? We all saw what happened. Is your arm okay?
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll live.
Oi! You two! Is something up?
No, it's nothing. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You can...
Melia. It's like you get shut out all the time.
I'll never get used to this feeling.
I'm not sure what that feeling is, but I actually question why you were saying that, Fiora, because you said that you were used to the feeling in the cutscene. So, I have no idea.
This machine, is this?
Yes, the Apocrypha generator.
Yeah, let's trash the thing. We take this out and it's plain sailing for Shulk.
It should be. It is a miracle that you have been able to use the monado at all.
Hear that?
Are you really all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Vanea, we need to find Egil.
The control core is directly above. It is not far.
What? It's moving.
No! We're too late.
You mean?
The Mechonis functions have been restored.
No, it can't be.
Yes. You puny pests are too late. Fall back! Everyone fall back! He's gone and done it.
Huh?
The Mechonis has struck. Not good. I think it must have hit somewhere on Bionis.
No.
Move out! Don't forget, we've still got a job to do. Right. What?
The Apocrypha generator is here to fight us. Right. This is definitely going to be interesting. He's already taken control of Mechonis and he's already struck on the Bionis. This is going to be a very serious matter. And obviously, when I can actually say, if Shulk says that he's fine, but has a pause midway through, that obviously means that you're not fine at all. It means that there's something wrong, but you're too shy to actually bring it up. Right, there we go. Just do all that we can. I don't think this enemy takes any damage from break. Yeah, you resist it. Ah, dang it. You turned around at the wrong convenient time. Now, here's actually a thing I'm going to ask. Obviously, we know what the answer is going to be. Because we've gone over the time limit, we need to end the episode off. I'm sorry I'm having to like break the battle midway through, but it's just that my iPad has a limited storage space of recordings, and if I overload it, the recording would just cut automatically without me knowing. And I've had that happen way too many times, so I'm ending the episode off now, clearing some space and getting more opportunities to do more video content. So next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, we will resume with that fight against the Apocrypha Generator. See you guys then.